Well, once again, happy Independence Day. And today we're going to talk about independence from the time consuming chore of grocery shopping. This is something that I did when my kids were teenagers, but I could have easily done it when they were in elementary school if I had thought of it at that point. Um, the most effective way to do this is to create an Excel sheet or some kind of chart if you want to handwrite it. If you have a means of photocopying or printing, what we did is I made an Excel sheet and then I printed off the copies, and let me explain what it is. So I went through, so the setup is kind of time consuming, but trust me, it saves a huge amount of time later. Look through your things that you keep on hand, the kinds of canned goods. So green beans, corn, carrots, perishables in your refrigerator, milk, eggs, cheese. I keep those soft taco shells on hand, pasta sauces. You get the idea. What do you use in a typical month? Um, and write down how much you need to have to use per month. So let's say you have green beans typically twice a week and you use one can each time you have them. Or let's say you use two cans because you have a large family. So you use two cans twice a week. That means you need 4 cans a week. So you need to have about 16 cans of green beans in a given month. So you would put green beans, you would put at the top of one column, it would say need 16. The next column says have and it's blank. And the third column says buy and it's blank. Do you see where I'm going already? The other thing I did is I put the price at 2 different grocery stores that they were when I made the list. Um, that helped me to track prices and know if something was a good sale or not, but you don't have to do that part if you don't want to. That was like a learning opportunity for me with my kids. But you have, need, buy, and then the item. And there are certain things that I personally buy at Aldi. There are certain things that I buy at Kroger or Meijer or Walmart or other local grocery stores because I found consistently they're either better, they have a particular brand, or there's a price. So I had this sheet broken down by that. You don't have to be that detailed. You don't have to be that whatever. So here's how this works. You create the list the first time. If you're really talented, you can do it on a shared Google Doc on your phone. I personally had my laptop in the kitchen and had the kids reading things off to me that we had on the shelves. And then we remembered things that we needed and we had blank spaces to add later. But once we created it and we figured out what we typically keep on hand and would need, I then would every month print that sheet off. And at the time, I had 6 teenage girls living at the house when I started doing this. And I wanted to teach them some life lessons. You can do this with younger children. You have them go and count how many you have of everything. So need, then have, and they go through and write it down. Have them go in pairs, have a couple of different lists if you want to. So we have one for the refrigerator, one for the canned goods, one for the dry goods, however you want to set this up. But that's what I did. And I had them reading off to each other and somebody else was recording. 2 of my six teenagers were foreign exchange students, so this was also helping them with their English and their different things. And then you obviously subtract from what you need, you subtract what you have, and this is what you need to buy. And then I would review the list. What I did as a third step as my kids were older, you can do this with any kids ages about 10 and up. They can do it more independently as they get older, is when I had that column that said how much it costs, or now we can use the apps on our phone to see what the prices are this week. Find out how much will it cost to buy all of that, and do you have enough? Okay, I have $300 for our monthly grocery shopping, and then a little bit less each week throughout the rest of the month to buy little incidentals. For me, it was like typically about $300 a month, and then $50 each week remaining to buy things that we might need as we went through. So how much do we have for meat? How much do we have for corn? How much do we have? And then I would have the kids figure out how much it was going to cost to buy all that. And then we discussed how we might change or alter to reduce that. So you can see how this is a very valuable life lesson. If you're in a hurry and you don't have to watch as closely, you can simply have then the teenager go in and order these things on the app for you. And then you just go pick it up and then everybody helps you put it away. Again, this is teaching an important life skill. If you can't do that and you need to figure out as a family how to adjust, then you can discuss as a family, okay, these are the things we're going to need to eliminate. How can we eliminate that? How can we do it somewhere else? But by having this grocery shopping list, and working with your teens, and tweens, I think they're called, 10, 11, 12 year olds, you are teaching important life skills, saving yourself some time, but also showing them how to create a list, how to determine what they need, how to reduce impulse. And you don't get the whining, but I want to buy, but I want to buy, but from the kids, because they understand this is what we have as a family. This is what and this incorporates with uh, the last thing that I'll be sharing about using your sale paper to create your grocery list. So when it comes to meat and things like that, but this is a part of the toolbox that you can use. And remember, when we're going through life, not just difficult financial times, but life, we can use these daily tasks to teach our kids from a very young age how to have adult skills, and they're very capable of learning and understanding this. So share with me your comments below, and I will see you on a future video. Thanks. Bye.